All right, so I am live, and I will be honest with you, this is probably going to be my shortest video that I've made in a long time, especially it's going to be my shortest live video. And I mean, that includes my half-hour live video. I'm not feeling well today. I just got off work, and I'm actually feeling pretty sick. But I am still dedicated to making a live video no matter what every day. This is just going to be one of those shorter live videos. Anyway, last night I watched The Wax Mask, and I am still presently watching. Hey, Cinema Dave. It's a short one tonight, just to let you know. It's probably going to be around 10 minutes or so. I'm just not feeling well. I'm presently still watching the features on this here release. And before I even get into the film itself, hey, Joseph, one thing I do have to say, and I got to go like give like props where props are definitely due. That's okay. I mean, it happens, right? Severin killed it. If you are a fan of like Fulci and Argento, especially Fulci, you got to own this movie. Now, Fulci was supposed to direct this film. That didn't happen. Hey, Jared. He unfortunately passed away before that could be done. This was supposed to be a project for Fulci. It was kind of to help him out. He wasn't doing the best over where he was at. Although he got, like I mentioned before, a lot of critical acclaim and stuff over here in North America, that didn't like equate to dollars over where he was at. It was a different time. Now, if Fulci had been, hey there, Amy, if Fulci had been around now, when there's companies going out and trying to get like movies and trying to like secure deals and get people on for commentaries and interviews and stuff like that, it would be a much different. It would be a much different story. But unfortunately, it's not. And you get to find out all about that on this disc. And which one is it? I think it's Beyond Fulci. So if you haven't checked it out yet, the featurette on here, Beyond Fulci, talks to a few people, talks to Argento, where you finally get like an explanation about their relationship and exactly how Argento felt about Fulci, how they felt about each other, what they thought beforehand, what they thought once they actually met each other, and it's touching. It really is. It's a really, really good featurette. There's a ton of good featurettes on this. This gets my highest recommendation, guys. If you are I'm going to get into the movie itself in a second, but if you're a fan at all of Italian genre cinema, if you're a fan of Fulci, if you like Argento, this has to be in your collection. It's not a maybe. The featurettes on this alone make it a must-own. They do incredible. And I would love to see more like this. I want to see more featurettes like this on releases. We get random interviews, we get like commentaries, we get guest commentaries and stuff like that. But what the work that was put into this, the scope and breadth that this actually goes, is utterly mind-boggling. And 110% own this. If you like Fulci, or you like Argento, you need to own this. Hey, Brian. It's one of my short mini videos tonight because I'm not feeling the best. So, the movie itself. The movie stars Robert Hassan, who is a famous French actor. Now, he plays the lead role, much in the way that Vincent Price did in his version of the film, or who was in the original? Was it Barrymore? I can't remember if it's Barrymore or not. Or the actor in the original one did. Or, like, he plays that wax, sculptor type of guy. And there's some cool, like, I won't say they're trying to put in red herrings, but they do have, like, other people in the film that are kind of like shady people. The film itself looks utterly gorgeous. I uh, I read somewhere like they said, well, the film looks too bright, or the film's like looks like they Severin botched it on this release. Uh, for lack of a better word, bullshit. This looks amazing. Even the review that actually kind of said that actually stated that if it does on your TV, you know, you can turn it a notch down if you want to, and it'll look gorgeous. So if hey Emily, it's worth it. It really is. So you can ignore the negativity that did permeate over some people online. This looks amazing. The film is incredibly well done. Sergio Savaletti did a lot of the effects for the film, some of Argento and people like that. So there's some really really great effects work here. Actually, watch for a Sergio Savaletti and Tom Savini are actually good friends. So there is kind of a Savini cameo within this film to watch for, just to let you know. If you don't see it, check out the commentary where he actually talks about it and where the cameo came in. Most people will remember Robert Hassan from the movie Rafifi. That is, he's done like a lot of films, but Rafifi, of course, is, it's up there. It's one of the big ones. He was the lead in that, and he is an incredible lead in this one here. Oh, Mary, Beyond Fulci. Like seriously, check it out. You will thank me. It is that good. It really is that good. I watched this, and I watched the Beyond Fulci, and I watched part of Chamber of Horrors before I had to go to work. I was on my break, and I was setting up my podcast. I'd already listened to the Just to This podcast. I already listened to Pure Cinema, so I started listening to Shockwaves, and I'm not sure it was Eric or Rob mentioned this on Shockwaves, and they pretty much mirrored what I already said, in that it's worth it for that featurette alone, which I was amazed to like turn something on and hear somebody like echoing my thoughts. I thought it was incredible. Again, this is a fantastic film. This is the guy directed that did the Beyond and like Zombie, not directed, but that's Fulci, but he did did the special effects work on on Phenomenon, on Opera, on Demons, on Cemetery Man, Della Morte dell'Amore, co-written by Fulci. Incredibly well done. They had to change. Apparently, they changed a lot, like from what Fulci's original script was. There's some things that really did have to be changed, apparently. But I loved it. The effects were cool. There's a really neat effect near the end that I really enjoyed. The murders were well done, and of course, this is an Italian film. There are some very beautiful, scantily clad ladies in there. That's going to happen. And I guess they have. I want to say they have like the attractive guys in there for the girls, but no, maybe. Honestly, maybe the wax guy is probably the best, but it's cool. It's a well done film. Basically, what it is there is at the beginning we see these people being killed by an unseen killer. He has a metal hand which he plunges through somebody's chest and pulls at their heart and like puts it onto a stake. There is police come after the fact, and we see a little girl hidden under a bed, like terrified. She's witnessed the whole thing. Now we go to years later, and there is a new like a wax museum there, and this little girl has grown up to be a very beautiful lady, and she's looking for work as a pretty much as a designer, a dresser for the wax works. Now, right before that, there's these people at a brothel, and they make a bet to, you can't stay. They talk about fear, like, fear is just something that you control. If you're in your mind, if you don't like really feel fear, like fear isn't going to happen. It's not going to it's not, you're not mastered by it. You're the master of it. It's not the master of you. So they make a bet basically that he can't stay in this waxworks place all night. But he goes in there to stay all night, and something happens, and he's not alive the next morning. But that's pretty much all that I'm gonna say in telling you, because I think it should be experienced. It is pretty much, there are parts of waxworks here. There are things from like earlier wax museum like movies. There's some great like special effects by Sergio Stavaletti. The features on here are I can't say any more like than that. Like the features on here are incredible. And if you buy this edition of it, hey Jacob, you get the and I thought it had a good soundtrack. You get the soundtrack to the film as well. And on the soundtrack there are 24 tracks, which I think are actually it's pretty cool. So all 24 tracks are listed here on this slip, so you can actually listen to it. Maybe put it onto your iTunes, something like that, so you can take it with you. Severin has been incredible about putting out these soundtracks. Severin and Blue Underground have been killing it by putting out soundtrack after soundtrack after soundtrack. Second Sight does it a lot too. Whenever you're seeing like their companies, I always say, if you got the bones to get the extra, to go the extra dollar or two, get the soundtrack. Get the soundtrack, get the slip. It's better to have it than buy it without it and want it, if you know what I mean. Because you can always, like, here's the thing, if you don't like the soundtrack and you just want to get the standard edition, yeah, you can probably sell a limited edition and get the standard down the road. But if the limited edition sells out, then it's going to cost you a lot more if you want the soundtrack down the road. That's my personal thoughts on it. Thinking ahead, collecting ahead, that's what I say. So that is the wax mask. And before I end up going off of here, any thoughts on the wax mask? Anybody else that watched it or that's seen it or wants to give a thought on this film? Now's the time. You guys are like super quiet tonight. I will say that some of the acting is like what you expect, but the lead, like the villain guy, is super solid, as is his assistant actually, who's a very unusual looking guy. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, and I probably haven't, just don't remember right now because I'm not feeling the best. But you guys are super quiet tonight. You're freaking me out. This is the wax mask. Definitely check it out, Dave. If you're a fan of Fulci, definitely check it out. Yes, I did. I got the set. I got the bundle for that month, so I have that keychain with the wax mask hand, the metal hand on it. So we will be doing nice. We will be doing Killer Crocodile 1 and 2 tomorrow. We won't be doing them tomorrow, though. I want to spend some time on those, and I'm working until late every night this week. So some of my videos are going to be shorter in the earlier portion of the week, and they'll go longer in like Thursday. I got a shorter day. What would I rate the wax mask? I should do it like Dr. Whiffula. And if you don't know who Dr. Whiffula is, I recommend checking him out. He's really good. So I give this 1 iron hand out of 1 huge glowing hypodermic needle. Top rating. It's a great film. It's a fun film. Don't go in expecting to see like this I mean, it is a wax museum type of film with special effects and gore and nudity. It's gonna be a fun watch. It's gonna be a light watch. I wouldn't say it's better than the other House of Wax films, but neither one can compete with the special features. That's 110% correct, and I own them all, including the one with Paris Hilton in it. I'm a huge wax person, House Wax person. You'll enjoy this. I know. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy this. Aside from the film, you are gonna love the features on this one here. And once you get it, after you watch Beyond Fulci, for instance, like definitely come back to me, come on here, and let me know what you thought, because I really do want to know your thoughts on it. I hope I'm not overselling it, but the features they're plentiful, and they're in depth, and they go way beyond the film that you're watching. I understand that. I'm Canadian too, Joey. Yeah, like you'll like the special features. Argento talks about Fulci, and it is touching. But I don't want to give away too much. I want you to enjoy it yourself. I don't want to, as much as I don't want to give away the film, this is one of the times when I don't want to give away the features because they're really good. That's my thought. That they're really good. This is one of the best things that Severin's done with feature wise. And if this is an indication of things to come, I have yet to turn on Killer Crocodile 1 and 2. I know there is a documentary on the guy, the special effects guy from Killer Crocodile, on part 2, I think. Oh yeah, definitely Joseph. Definitely recommend it. You're lucky to be able to go to one of those things. We don't have any of that stuff around here because I live in a small area where there is nothing. I'm not even joking. There's nothing here. But as crappy as I'm feeling, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Making this video and talking to you guys here tonight, yeah, that's made me feel a bit better. I still feel like I might need to puke, but you guys have made coming home, especially coming home by myself. I miss my better half. She's out of town until Friday. Very enjoyable. And thank you so much for that. What year is Wax Mask? Well, Carlito, Wax Mask is, I will find out for you. I think it's 89. Oh, 9. It's okay. Wait, 97. And it's a quick watch at 98 minutes. I'm going to drink tonight though. There's no milk or anything going in my tea. It's just going to be like straightforward hot tea without milk, just with maybe a bit of honey, a bit of sugar. Definitely check this one out, dude. Like I was mentioning on here before, the features alone are worth. If you like Fulci at all, if you like Argento at all, 100%, this has to be in your collection. It's a must. This is, yeah, I guess this is a. I used to use this term, like for a couple videos, and I kind of like stopped doing it. But don't drink hot wax. I won't drink. I'll try not to drink the hot wax. This is a pin's pick. There, that sounds really cheesy. I got to get a better name, but we'll go with that for right now. It's a pin's pick, which means it gets the highest recommendation for me. Slip is cool. The interior art is excellent, and there is, of course, the original artwork on the inside here as well. If you want to switch it over, I do like the Terminator-looking artwork, so I'm going to keep that on there. But that's just me. I like super cheesy stuff. So tomorrow's video, I will actually announce on my Patreon page and on my Twitter Twitter later on tonight. I need to make sure. By the way, I want to. Here's the thing. I want to thank all of my patrons. I really appreciate that. But even if you're not signed up, I do bonus content on that page. Last night I did a special video about where I did like a show like He-Man and She-Ra and Voltron. like some of the classic retro sets that I had. Uh, I'll try not to peek at the camera, but and you know it's opened up. It's not locked behind anything. So if anybody's interested in that stuff, I showed off my my He-Man Mill Creek limited edition set there. And I figure for this channel, I keep everything live, and for until I get an actual like a web, I want to get a web page down the road too. But for right now, for like just putting stuff on, I do have like I do put like little kind of quick videos on my Patreon, and I put the 16 one, and it's not under a paywall, so you don't have to be a patron to watch it. I'm not that type of person. But I do thank you all for watching. Sorry guys, I'm a little spacey right now. I am Aaron. This is my movie library. I'm Six a Dog. I'm going to cook some tea. You guys are the movie club, and as always, you guys rocked it. You made me feel better. You did. Like, you seriously kept me from spacing out way too much on this video. Have a great evening, and later on tonight I will announce, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll. One of these days I'm going to do something that you're just going to find out about. I will announce the 31 Days of Horror, whatever the next day is. Since I don't number mine, I don't remember the number of the day. But I'm thinking vampires. I'm thinking something vampire-esque. Thanks, Emily. I love doing these live videos. I'm sorry this one couldn't be longer, but this honestly went longer than I expected. Have a great evening, and I will see you all here tomorrow, hopefully for the 31 Days of Live Horror, and it might be a bit of a pain in the neck. See you soon.